Be in focus, or bring into focus, to supersize and grow your business. My magnifying glass, it's a big giant one, is embarrassingly dirty, but I couldn't do anything without it. Today our idiom for supersize your business, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, is to bring something into focus, to be into focus. Thanks to Thomas Hobbes in 1650 for coming up with the idea of focus, or concentrating our effort, or to cause something to be or move more clearly, or be more clearly understood. But it wasn't until, that's when the field of, it comes from, of course, the field of optics, but to focus on something, or to technologically figure out how to create or improve focus, didn't come around till years later, like maybe 100 years later or so. The meaning optical technology to improve people's vision, etc., or to create glasses, or to create magnifying glasses and things that some of us depend on greatly these days. For those of you that don't know, I am visually challenged. I don't say legally blind, I say visually challenged, because I still function pretty well, even though my eyes don't work like they used to. I guess even since being a little kid, I had eye challenges and vision challenges, but corrective lenses and things could fix them for decades. But over the last several years, my vision's kind of tanked. Now, my physical vision has tanked. My ability to see and imagine and focus on what I want has not changed. Our discussion for No Nonsense November this month, and today's topic is focusing on what we want. Now, I gave some examples of when I think I'm focusing on my goals and focusing on what I want, especially in different stages of growing and scaling and supersizing my businesses. In the past, I consciously try to do a better job of this now, but I'll notice that my subconscious thoughts and beliefs and feelings will still pop up every once in a while. And I can tell by looking at my results. If the results I'm getting aren't happening as fast as I want them to, or if they are not coming at all, or if I'm actually finding more challenges and struggles as I'm growing and building my business, it's always 100% of the time, something in my thinking and my beliefs that is not focusing on the goal or the thing that I want. It is, we sabotage ourselves from the inside out a lot of times when we're growing and going through different stages of growth in our business. And how do we know? Because the results we're getting aren't what we expect. They're not moving us toward, and we're not making progress toward the goals that we set for ourselves. I used to believe when I was younger, and I've set goals since I was a little girl. My dad worked at 3M, and he would come home and teach all of us girls and my mom the things that he learned in different corporate trainings and things. And so we learned Myers-Briggs when we were little girls. We learned team building, leadership, goal setting, metrics and measuring, and quality. We learned all these concepts and things as little girls. And one of those, and one that my dad reinforced in all of us up until the day that he died, was the importance of goal setting and writing down our goals. So I believed that just because I had my goals written down and knew what they were, I was focusing on what I want. But the truth is, I wasn't. I remember, and I can look back in each of the different areas and aspects of my life, and I can find examples of where I thought and believed I was focusing on what I want, and I was going toward my goal, yet I was struggling. And when I'm struggling, all I have to do is take some quiet time, examine what my thoughts and beliefs are, and I will always find one that is in conflict with what I'm wanting. And I know it's stronger because my results are not what I want. I'm struggling to get them. Struggling and hustling, I've come to believe, are optional, right? Sometimes we have to work harder than others to move toward what we want. But if we're struggling and hustling all the time for decades, then guess what? We've adopted the belief that we have to struggle and hustle in order to achieve our goals. And it applies to every aspect of growing and building and supersizing our business. So curious today, are you focusing on what you want? Are you bringing into focus exactly the vision of what you want? And that's the first step of creating it, right? But then as we're moving toward that and taking actions toward it, we need to notice what results we're getting. Are we making progress? Is it working? And if it's not, if we're getting hiccups and roadblocks and setbacks all over the place, and I've experienced that in different businesses where I thought I was building and supersizing my Italian food manufacturing business, but all of a sudden, one of my vendors, my main vendor died, or the regulations for FDA or USDA changed, and all of a sudden I was getting audited and beaten up for something that we've always done that they've decided to change the rules and regulations on. Things like that would start popping up, and that reminded me that I wasn't focused on the end goal. I was worrying about the little things along the way and not trusting that I would figure them out, because we always figure them out. If we believe, we'll always figure them out. So love to know your experience with this, bringing into focus, be in focus, staying focused, consistent, and moving toward what you want. Otherwise, I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how can you apply it to your business today? And I'm doing this month to coincide with No Nonsense November. All right, have an awesome Monday, and I'll be with you tomorrow.